We are now live. All right, so we are
fun.
here. This
never
is
been
fun.
Live before.
You've never done the
Actually,
live thing
I went
before?
live once when I was drunk, and and Colton texted me he was like, "Get off,
Cut it off.
get
Cut
off.
it down right now.
Shut
That's
it
so
down,
funny.
shut it down."
That's
so
awesome.
I did.
Cool. So these are just 10 questions, 10 like little lightning round questions,
Okay.
and they're kind of just fun things. So first thing that come to your head, everyone who listens to the lightning round knows that these aren't like I've thought long and hard about these answers.
Great.
So it's more about like kind of knee-jerk reactions to this stuff.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So first question: if you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
A bird.
A bird.
And that's because it's not that I want to be, but it's what Michelle Bowie is always. She says that I look like a bird.
Interesting. That's funny
So,
because
and a bird can fly, and I've had lots of dreams that I was flying. So
amazing.
Maybe.
Have you ever like tried to do the thing where you can like lucid dream and make yourself fly?
Yeah, a few times I have. For some reason, I'm always at an amusement park.
That's
It's usually when I'm
hilarious.
like on a roller coaster and I get to the top, and then I just kind of like fly out of it.
Yeah. You're like, I'm good. I don't need to come back. That's so good. So what is your go-to? And let's say for this one, for example, has there been a pre-show meal or anything like that? A go-to pre-show meal?
Yeah, recently I've been, I mean, it's not a meal, it's a smoothie. It's so lame, but like with a ton of protein in it.
Yeah.
I just have been, then there's not food to digest.
Of course, because you're all,
and I'm also naked on
you're
stage.
pretty
so
strung up there, so that'll
Yeah.
help. But yeah, no, I feel my favorite thing in the whole world is to perform and get on stage when I feel great. And one of my least favorite things in the whole world is perform on stage when I feel sick or
I
something.
can't
Like,
be
it's-
full when I perform.
Yeah,
and I
it's-
think also because I was a dancer and like even just last year dancing Gilbert track.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't go do that on a full stomach.
Yeah.
Because there just wasn't enough room to take a breath,
wasn't
a
gonna
full
happen.
stomach and dance.
Totally.
So often like a really big smoothie. And I've eaten a lot during the day.
Yeah,
You know what I
of
mean?
course. Cool,
and
cool.
then I order pizza after the show.
And you know what? That's a big thing that people don't talk enough about is like, how do you handle that situation? Because you come out of a show at night and you're like, I am starving right now. And it's 11 p.m. Yeah.
I've been bad. I've ordered many pizzas. And then for many years, my after show ritual is having a bath.
Cool.
Because I have the adrenaline just stays up there with
Yep.
me. And so the bath just really gets me back down to earth. And
Pre-show meal and then a bath.
Yep.
Love it. So if you could, just really quick, first lyrics that come to your mind. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my gosh. Try not to get away.
Oh, of course.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because it's in this world.
Well, I mean, I know why, but
Yeah.
I wish I could have picked something else.
That's so funny. So many regrets
Like
here
a
on the
Fleetwood
sliding
Mac
ride.
song or something.
Yeah, exactly. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I guess flying.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense. But I was just having this conversation with someone today. Would it be flying like Superman flying? Because you would, or would you want to have to do the bird flying where you do the wings?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say Superman flying.
Yeah, which
That's how
is-
I always imagined it.
Yeah, when
like
it's just easy-
levitation.
yeah, as opposed to
more.
having to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
just
I don't
go.
want to do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Movie you think you could come the closest to reciting every single word?
Titanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, a big long one.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, I don't think I could do every single word.
Yeah, exactly.
I could recite every line from, or like every single character underscore to Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's so funny.
But
Cool. Favorite musical theater song sung by someone of the opposite gender? It's like favorite song in a show sung by.
I love the Miller's Son from
Yeah.
Little Night Music.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Favorite childhood story or nursery rhyme kind of thing?
I don't know, The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Okay, yeah, there's a good list.
I use that reference every once in a while because like, oh,
Crying wolf.
I'm sick, and then nobody will believe me.
Yeah, because your boy crossed. That's funny. If you could be a virtuoso at any instrument, what would it be?
I want to like for myself guitar, but piano.
Cool.
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to be like Trevor Pat or like
Totally.
some of
Just
these
slam-
peeps
yeah,
and
yeah.
just
Totally.
yeah.
But piano. I mean, yeah, it's one of the. It's funny asking people in the industry and stuff because part of them is like, what do I want? Part of it's like, but I could work as this or I could do that.
Yeah, guitar because I want to be able to sing and play guitar
Totally,
at a gig,
yeah.
and I cannot play the guitar at all. If anybody saw Rent, they'd
That's so. Oh, you would have had to do the ding.
yeah.
That's so funny.
All I did was the and somebody else. I mimed the rest
That's so
because
funny.
I tried.
Yeah, that's all you can do is just try. Go for it. If you could have lunch with one person, who would it be and why?
I actually answered this in my Instagram questions it was either my grandmother or Princess Diana. I'm gonna go with Princess Diana.
Because grandma can have that one.
Yeah,
This will be the.
I
okay.
really feel like I would get along really well with her.
That's awesome.
I met Kate Middleton once, and I was really upset by after meeting her, just being like, "Oh my gosh, she's a real human." And I saw her; it took away the whole.
Yeah. Now what? It's like
but I feel like Diana and we got a lot in common.
totally.
Can I just say one thing real quick about Diana? I was in Paris, and my aunt's best friend so happened to be Margaret Thatcher, the Queen Mum, and Diana's personal butler for many years. And I didn't know this when I met him. She saved that as a surprise. So we had crazy conversations. But I walked in and I stuck my hand out and I shook his hand and I handed him a bottle of wine. I said, "So nice to meet you." And he immediately said, "You greet people just like Diana did."
How dare. That's awesome.
I've never been happier.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly had to tell the story.
Just died, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And if then this last one, if you could put on any show anywhere, budget is not an option. It's kind of the golden ticket to do a show. What do you do, where, and why?
Oh, geez. My favorite show, like The Miller's Son, I just love night music so much. And it doesn't get done very often. It was beautiful at Stratford.
That's why it was cool to see, again, and it's kind of like what we were talking about with House of Martin Garrett and stuff like that, having it done. Like seeing it presented at a big festival or seeing little night music done with the full production, what that allows for as opposed to just reading it or maybe listening to an album or something.
Another one would be Rent.
Yeah.
Like it was great. It was great with Sheridan, but I would love to see Stratford.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Stratford do Rent. I'd love to see Shaw do Spring Awakening.
Cool.
Yeah, whether I'm in them or not, I just think those would.
And I think I think we're headed. That one will come around again. Like Rent's gonna happen soon. Like we're ready for that kind of next uptake of it.
I think it's the 20th anniversary right now.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. And people always, I mean, even going in again when I teach at like little like classes or stuff like that, it's interesting to see the high school kids who everyone goes through their Rent phase. No matter people are still going through their Hamiltons and their Book of Mormon and whatever, but everyone still goes through a phase.
And the movie came out when I was like junior high or high school, and
very true.
I had it too
for sure.
But when we did it at Sheridan, we had, especially in Toronto, the front two rows almost every night were filled with Rent heads, they call themselves, and just so it's been 20 years, but it's just as...
And it does get people... I had a comedian, Mark Hallworth, on the podcast, and he really doesn't do the musical theater thing that much, and he started talking about how much he loved Rent, and kind of with the thing of like, do people like in the community know about... Like it's such a good show, and I'm like, you're talking to the right audience, because everyone remembers the first time they heard Rent.
And that's
stuff.
the same as Superstar.
I would completely agree. That album is so... I mean, that concept album is legendary.
It's...
Yeah, for sure.
There were people maybe a couple weeks ago in the front row, and it was clear that there was like 10 of them in the front row. One of them, the father, knew every lyric to every song, and the rest of the family was just sitting there like, okay, like, you bought us tickets, we're here to see your favorite show. And by the end of it, they were all just like enamored by every... So that was really cool to see that.
To see that switch, for sure. That you can get people with if good material and telling that story authentically, and you can change people's lives.
Hey.
For sure. On that note, thank you, Instagram Live. This was wonderful. And we're just going to finish up.